Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. Today we have the Invicta Pro Diver 300 meter quartz diver. And yes, I actually did say Invicta, by the way. And this is model number 28766. And as usual, we're gonna open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, wearability, and loom, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new Pro Diver from Invicta. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store where I have totally redesigned all of my t-shirts and mugs, and I'll make sure to put both of those links in the description field for you. So here you go, typical nondescript outer white watch box. And then the very familiar inner yellow watch box from Invicta with the logo right there. Now guys, this might come as a shock to a lot of you. I actually kind of like this watch. I can't believe it. Nobody is more surprised than myself, but I actually kind of like this Invicta. I think this is the first Invicta I've really ever liked. This is so weird. This is such a weird feeling. It's a weird emotion, man. I'm really emotional about this. I don't know what to think. Anyway, let's open this thing up. And the reason why I like it, there are a couple things, and I'll point those out here in the review. One, it's just a good looking watch. And there are a couple other things, like I said, I'll tell you a little bit later. Let's see what you get here. You get your warranty card and your instruction manual right there. Get all that junk out of the way. Let's go ahead and put the specs up, and then we'll talk a little bit more about why I like this watch. Still, it's really weird to even say that. You're looking at a 50 millimeter stainless steel case. It's actually like 48 millimeters, but Invicta put 50, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with Invicta. It's 14 millimeters thick. It's 54 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 24 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It's got a mineral flame fusion crystal. It's water resistant to 300 meters, which of course is 999 feet. It's got the Seiko Instruments Incorporated PC32A movement, and those are about $10 on Amazon, by the way. Power reserve, 2 to 3 years on that battery. You've got a signed screw down crown over here at 3 o'clock with some pretty pronounced crown guards. The case back is screw down. Of course, it's not windable. It is hackable, being a quartz watch. You do not have a day function, but you do have the date over there at 3 o'clock with a cyclops over top of it. Loom, I have no clue, guys, what the loom is. But it does have a pretty cool 120 click unidirectional bezel. Now that's one of the things I wanted to kind of talk about. If you notice the bezel, the numbers are embossed on the bezel. See how they're raised? I really like that, man. I like either an engraved bezel or an embossed bezel. It just kind of reminds me like of a Rolex Yachtmaster for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a really nice aluminum insert embossed bezel. I really like this bezel, man. The watch itself, nothing, revolutionary. It's still kind of like your Rolex homage. You do have a nice sunburst dial, all applied indexes and applied logo. You've got water resistant and 300 meters down there. Of course, you have the cyclops over the date window. The date window has like a little chrome bezel around it. The hands are skeletonized, which I think is pretty cool looking. Just kind of a nice looking, overall a nice looking watch. And I think that's one reason why I like it. It's not real gaudy. It's not super huge, even though it is a big watch at 50 millimeters, and it is very heavy, by the way. I think Invicta, they were a little bit more reserved on this one. Their Pro Divers are some of their best-selling watches, and I think they kind of wanted to make a watch that appealed a little bit more to the masses, and they have definitely done that with this. Again, a little too big. I'm probably going to say that about 10 more times throughout the review. It is a big watch. The other feature that I really liked was this crown. I have never seen this before. Now, you Invicta fanboys out there, if this is something new, please let me know. If it's not, if a lot of Invictas have this type of crown, also please let me know. But watch this. You go ahead and unscrew it, and you'll see a little red portion pop out. I guess that's to let you know that the crown is unscrewed. See the red right there? So what you do is you don't unscrew the bottom portion, you unscrew the top. It's like a clamshell. You pull it out very slightly to the first position, and that is your date. And then you pull it out again, and that is your time setting. Look at that, man. I have never seen that. And you can see the kind of is like a tongue and groove. The top portion kind of goes into the bottom portion, like I said, like a clamshell. Look at that, man. I have never seen it. See how I push it in? There you go. And then you just screw it back in. Let me see if it screws in pretty easily. It looks like it does. Nice big crown, plenty of grip on it. It's even signed. It's got the Invicta little cross on there. You got some real pronounced crown guards here. I like this crown, man. I think that's really cool. Is it a little bit gimmicky? Kind of, sort of, but I like the fact that you definitely know when your crown is unscrewed. You see that red signal inside of the crown to let you know that your crown is unscrewed. I think it's pretty cool, man. So let's go look at the rest of the watch. If you notice from the side, what does that remind you of? Let me put it up on the left-hand side of the screen. That reminds me of a Seiko Sumo. Look at that, man. Obviously, you know, minus the drilled lugs, looks just like a Sumo case from the side. This bezel is nice. It's got good click action. Only problem is it's not tall enough. It's a real thin bezel. They need to make it about another 0.5 millimeter, maybe a millimeter taller, just to give you some better grip. But it's got good click action to it. It stays put. The loom, especially on this little luminous pip, is going to probably disappoint y'all when I show you. But again, man, I think Invicta's maybe upped their game and they've kind of, you know, cracked down on their quality control, because this, I mean, it feels like a pretty nice watch. I'm really surprised. Bracelet, this is where you're really spending your money. You're spending your money on the bracelet and the case. Again, the movement inside, $10 on Amazon, like, you know, $11 on eBay or something. So incredibly cheap Seiko Instruments Incorporated movement. So you're spending all your money on this case and this bracelet. You got a nicely polished center link section on the bracelet, solid end links. And you definitely are going to know this is an Invicta watch, by the way, because it's got Invicta branding all over it. You got Invicta on the buckle. You got Invicta on the buckle. You notice down here, you got Invicta on the back. Most of the time, they put Invicta on the side of the watch. And surprisingly, they have not put Invicta on the side. Normally, they put Invicta right there. Of course, Invicta on the dial, the Invicta logo here. So you're definitely going to know you're wearing an Invicta watch. But let me open it up. This is a friction closure, by the way, so you just pop it open. There you go. There's your case back. Let me wipe that off for you real quick. It's basically a mirror finish case back, and it's got like a black circular border, and the rest of it's just all the laser etching, you know, what type of movement and water resistance and stuff. So let me turn it around for you here. There you go. So not bad. A scissor clasp, stamped metal. I mean, what do you expect for $100? You're not going to get a machined clasp. There you go, Invicta again, right there. Can you see it? Yep, Invicta. So again, guys, I'm honestly shocked that that I like this watch. I mean, for $100, you could definitely do a lot worse. You've got, looks like 5 micro adjustments on the bracelet right there, right where my thumb is. So I'm really surprised. I'm glad I reviewed this watch. I really am. I'm glad I gave Invicta, another chance. I've given them a couple chances before, but this is definitely my favorite Invicta by far. Go out there and get one, man. I'm gonna go ahead and endorse this watch. Can't believe I just said that. But go out there and get one of these things, man. It's for $100. I think it's a pretty good deal. You're getting a quality case, a quality, bracelet. It is big. It's 24 millimeters, by the way. It's big. But I mean, it feels substantial. It feels solid. It is a little bit heavy, so if you don't mind a heavier watch, definitely go out there and get one of these. These come in a couple of different flavors. You get the all blue with the blue bezel. You got the all black with the black bezel. Then you have like the same blue sunburst dial with like a cream yellow colored bezel. And then you have the same watch with the black dial and that cream kind of yellowish colored bezel. So it comes in 4 different flavors. So if you want to get one of these, head on over to Amazon and pick one up. Let me go ahead and give you the wrist shot here. Show you what it looks like on the wrist. And then I'll give you a loom shot. And again, don't expect much from the loom. The loom is maybe the watch's weakest point, man. It's just barely even applied. And it fades away pretty fast. All right, so there you go. It's a big watch, man. No doubt about it. All right, let's check out this loom. And I'm really, curious to see your opinion on this watch, because a lot of my subscribers don't really like Invictas. But guys, I'm telling you, man, this might be the one Invicta, like I said, that I can definitely get down with. Let me go ahead and kill the monitor here. Now this loom is going to fade so fast it's going to make your head spin. Man, if they improve the loom on this watch, it'd be a much better watch. Now the camera is going to pick up a little bit more low light than the naked eye does. So after about 10 seconds, this loom is already faded to my eye, but the camera's still going to pick it up. As you can see, the luminous pip, not too bad. But now to my eye, everything is almost totally faded out. Totally faded. So again, for $100, what do you expect? But man, that aluminum bezel insert with the embossed numbers, God, that looks really good. they did a fantastic job on that bezel. It just looks so cool. Look at that, man. That looks really neat. I like it. So tell me what you think. I mean, tell me what you think of the watch. Tell me what you think of Invicta in general. Tell me what you think of me actually reviewing an Invicta. I had a live stream on a few days ago, and I told people I was going to be reviewing one of these, and they started laughing. But hey, man, you know, everybody deserves a second chance, even Invicta. So anyway, head on over to Amazon and pick yours up for $100. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field. And I told you all the different colors: all blue, all black, blue dial, cream yellow bezel, and black dial, cream yellow bezel. So you've got 4 different options. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you click that notification bell. And I've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming up soon. I am really excited. I got some really cool watches coming up. Got a couple nice micro brands that I think you're really going to enjoy. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And anyway, this has been the Invicta Pro Diver 300 meter quartz diver, and this is model number 28766. And until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.